What better way to start a Resonant drumhead video than to get down in the ditches here and see what it's like to be a Resonant drumhead. Kind of lonely down here. Always facing the floor. Yeah, you know, first one in the case, last one out. All your buddies upstairs having fun, no one paying attention to you. It's like, you're sort of the forgotten child of drumheads. You deserve more credit than that. When was the last time you were replaced? 5 years ago? 10 years ago? Never? What are drummers thinking? Don't they know that you have so much to do with the sound and the feel of the kit? Well, I'm going to do something about that for you, buddy. I'm going to get you that recognition you deserve. The reason we don't pay attention to Reso heads is that we're particularly good at adapting to change, especially in slow motion. It's a human trait. Just think about replacing those old favorite sneakers that you thought you loved so much, only until you slipped on a brand new pair and remembered how good they felt when you first bought them. Am I right? I'm right. The fact is, we adapt, relearn, adjust without even knowing it. And it's tricky business because sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not so good. But when it comes to Reso heads, in fact, they do wear out from constant vibration, fatigue, even the polyester film drying out. And that will affect your drum sound. They should be replaced periodically. And I would consider every 3 or 4 times you replace your batter head, you have a little alert that comes up and says, replace the Reso head now. The best part, though, is replacing Reso heads presents a great opportunity to experiment with something new, and that can be inspiring. All right, so let's take a look at the options we have for Reso heads. Not a whole lot. First, we have the 10mm single ply clear head. This is the most commonly used head because it has a wide range of tuning, lots of overtones. It's a sturdy head. To give you a sample of a relationship, you know your snare head, how thin that is? Like, that's 2 to 3 mils. So this is 5 times as thick. I'm going to tap this head for you to give you some comparisons. Listen to it. Okay. Then we have a resonant head. Oddly enough, it's called a resonant head because actually the misconception is that this resonates the drum more, but it really doesn't. It resonates less. It's a thinner head. It's a 7 mil clear. Less mass, less energy, less sustain. The head will vibrate faster. It's going to sound completely different. But you're also going to find yourself tuning this head more often because of the lack of rigidity in the film. It'll detune. So you got to be ready to get under there and, you know, give it a tweak every so often. Listen to this one now. Okay? It's going to produce a punchier, brighter tone compared to the 10 mil head. At Evans, we also make a black version for you guys that like black heads. Papery. add coating to those heads, and it's going to make the drum sound a bit warmer, and it's also going to shorten the tone of the drum somewhat. So those are our choices. Until now, of course, because one of the projects we've been working on at Evans is to create a new resonant tom head. It's exciting because no one's given resonant heads the attention they really deserve. They're important. So, say no more, it's out the door, the EC Reso. It's a clear 10mm head with our patented overtone dampening system. It's got great pitch definition, it's focused, it's easy to tune. And the coolest thing is, we were able to dampen unwanted overtones, get more fundamental pitch from the drum with minimum impact on resonance. And this has a very, very different sound. Check it out. Okay, let's get into some science now to evaluate each head. Please keep in mind, small details make big differences. Now you might want to throw a set of headphones on for this demo. Okay, so I mounted an EC2 on the top of this drum and a G1 bottom. I'm going to hit it half a dozen times for you and take a listen. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm going to switch to the 7mm, but I'm going to do it off screen to save time. Be right back. Let's listen to the 7mm resonant head. You should detect a shorter, somewhat brighter tone. Ready? Here we go. Okay, now the EC Reso. That's about it. I'm going to play these samples back for you. One more listening. Comparing these heads to each other, there's no good, bad, better, or worse. Man, it's like each head has its individual voice. And you have to figure out which one is yours, what works for you. Bottom line, the resonant drumhead may seem unimportant. It simply depends on how good you want your drums to sound and feel. Happy drumming!